checking out. All right, so I think that gets through.
Before we jump into the discussion topic, I actually had something that I wanted to bring up that I noticed listening to some of the episodes while I was gone.
Okay, wait, you listened to episodes while you were gone?
Come on,
Why did I do that?
You can't fool anyone.
No, I definitely listened to something because Eskalia, it was when you were on Drops. You did really fucking good. Like I was really impressed because I've sat down. I've tried to do Drops once when I forget if
Tattoo.
You were here. The tattoo. That's right. And it's really tough because he has them labeled a certain way. And you nailed some really good ones right on the head. So kudos to you.
I listened too, and I got to give you props. You did really good for a beginner.
Which actually kind of, Juxta, you've been doing them for how long?
Yeah.
And a couple years.
Exactly. So you have practice.
It's been more than hang on. So we added Drops to the program. Let's trace this back. Because when we were in the old studio, we didn't have any Drops.
Right.
It was just us and the microphones, and we were lucky to be able to get that live streamed out. It was very, very different setup from what we run now. In fact, we didn't have any of the mic arms.
Right.
We basically were putting tables together, and
it's been a little over a year. Because remember, we did the E3 wrap up here.
It has been just over a year since we've moved to our new studios.
You've been dropping for a year.
Yeah. A little
and
over
obviously,
a year.
The more you do something, the better you get at it.
So, where are we going, big guy?
The point I'm trying to make is he did as good as you in one day as you've done in a year. So imagine if he was on the Drops
for a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, look, we're not just going to take your job away because that would be wrong, right? But I think that maybe since you've been on it for a year, maybe it's time for a performance review.
I think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think this is a good...
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let you know how well you're doing. Maybe as an establishment here, all the important people are here, so we can maybe decide if it would be
Wait.
What?
Pops is here.
All right, the important people in Pops is here.
Oh, okay.
And ooh, that was a close one. I almost dropped my tablet. Anyway, point is that we need to do what's best for the show, right? So let's do a performance review, and then we'll decide as a group what's best for Limit Break Radio, having you on Drops or having Eskalia on Drops. Right?
Yeah. Because it should also be known that I think that episode we took a ton. Didn't we take a ton of calls?
It was the first episode where we did jumping potion calls. Yeah.
Yeah, we took a shitload of calls. We were inundated with calls, and we got through. I think more callers
because Cookie wasn't there. Was that Eskalia 2 doing calls?
Yeah, it was Eskalia 2 doing calls. Wow. He was doing calls and Drops.
Wow,
I know.
And he didn't bitch about it?
No, he didn't complain once.
Interesting. I'm gonna write that down.
For my performance review?
Just saying.
He's working on my performance review for later.
Just saying. Well, I mean, we got to figure out if you're not in that spot, if we've got to rotate chairs.
Yep.
Then we got to figure out who goes in the spot. So
all right. Well, the first one, work habits, performance factors. So the way we're going to do this is I'm gonna read off the little question. Well, it's not really a question, but a statement here, and then we're going to rate it 1 through 5. Obviously, 5 is good. 1 is bad, and for non-applicable. Okay?
Right.
So, understands job responsibilities and related operations.
He understands them?
Yeah.
Are we talking about now?
Like responsibility?
Yes, as of now.
As of right now.
Okay, now hold on. Is this for my performance overall or just regarding engineering?
Regarding engineering. Engineering. I actually specifically looked up an engineer's performance review.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say... At this point, I'm going to say
probably a 5.
4 or 5.
I'd give him a 5 too, because he actually goes the extra mile and brings in Drops sometimes too.
Yeah, he does. Okay. He does. Not only that, but he's also sometimes is the first one in the studio to be setting up and getting ready.
All right, fair enough.
I'm going to give them that.
All right. Completes work assignments accurately, thoroughly, and on time. When he brings in the Drops, isn't there a few times where you've had to?
I always have to.
You always have to.
It does, and that's not his thing. That's not him. That's me. That's me.
So there's nothing that he could do prior to that to fixing them?
I mean, I could teach him, but it's a pain in the ass, and it's just easier. I know it's been done right if I do.
And he's the audio master. He knows how high the levels need to be.
All right, so I'm going to defer to you for this then, Nero. What do you think? What do you think he would score on that?
I'll give him a 4.
4.
I'll give him a 4.
Get her done.
I'll give him a 4.
Follows proper attendance guidelines and policies. Now, he missed his first episode.
He's only ever missed one episode. I'm gonna give him
5.
I gotta give him a 5.
I was gonna say, you know whose record is
Okay.
clear with that. That's all.
right.
Me and Anira are tied right now.
All right. Clearly and effectively communicates and expresses ideas and information to customers, co-workers, members of the public, supervisors, and managers.
Okay, hold on. You gotta say that again because that was way too many words. I don't remember anything you said.
all right.
Point taken.
Clearly and effectively communicates and expresses ideas and information.
Hello, kiddies.
Jesus.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to go pretty low on
2?
that.
Yeah.
2 maybe.
Yeah. I think.
That's at least a 4.
No.
Kidding me?
No.
All right,
No
go
way.
ahead and clearly communicate why you think it should be a 4.
Maybe okay. How about a 3.1415?
2.
2.
I just picture him reading emails.
4. Yeah. Exactly.
2.
Exactly. Why do you think we don't ask you questions that you actually just have to insert yourself in conversations?
You just asked me a question.
It was rhetorical.
Touche.
Resolves problems in an efficient, safe, and effective manner. I couldn't even finish that one without laughing. Has he ever resolved a problem? I'm pretty sure he only creates problems.
Does he resolve the problems he creates?
No! They usually just persist.
Well, hang on. Let me ask you guys a question. Are you guys all still running off of Wi-Fi in your house? Are you? Yeah?
1?
Okay. I'm going to go with a 1. I'm going to go with a 1 there.
All right.
Even the chat's jumping in on that 0.
Oh, this is great. This is great. This is great. Is accountable and accepts responsibility for own actions.
That's like a 1 or a
That's
2.
a 1.
Totally accountable.
Wait, no, you're
I
the
account
accountant.
all the money.
No.
That is so different.
Too bad that's not anything to do with engineering.
That's still the. Oh shit!
See? Yeah.
Is there one on there for passes off blame on Eskalia? That's a 5.
Organizes and plans work assignments to meet objectives.
Okay, now
He actually is the only organizer.
is responsible for the only written bits that we've ever done. I'm going to give him a 4 on that one.
Okay, I'll go with a 4.
I'm going to be generous.
I also made this whole plan for buying FanFest tickets that absolutely nobody followed and completely promptly forgot.
Oh, no, hold on. And you know what? If you were actually good at clearly and effectively communicating and expressing ideas, maybe they would have.
Hey, 4 on planning, 1 on follow through.
So, what do we average that out to a 2.5?
Yeah, something like that.
Give me back that 4.
You know what? Let's split the difference and say 3.
All right, 3.
All right.
3.
Jesus, this is actually almost depressing.
Is responsive and courteous to customers, members of the public, co-workers, supervisors, and management.
How many times did you drop
hold
that,
on,
hey,
that
fuck
is
you,
like-
you douchebag drop?
That is like 8 different people. We need to split that up.
Is responsive and courteous.
1.
We should do like rate out
Escalia, would
every
you like to
single-
justify your 1?
To anyone. How about that?
Hey, bleep you douchebag.
1 it is.
Kidding, obviously.
Man, you started out pretty good, but this is not looking good for you.
No, this is going downhill very quickly.
Receptive to direction and accepts feedback in a positive manner.
Ooh.
Very well, thank you very much.
I think he accepts feedback good when it's not coming from a Nero.
Your pit stains beg to differ.
Oh,
Come on.
Oh, God, you're such an asshole.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty negative reception right there. I'm going to go with the 1.
Oh man.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Adheres to ethical standards of professional conduct.
Well, what is the minimum bar for professional conduct
What is
inside
LBR's
of this
ethics?
inside of this organization?
And follows the ADOT code of conduct.
What's ADOT?
I don't know what ADOT
I don't know either, but it's probably a
if you
lot
can't,
higher
if you
than
can't
ours.
define it, then it doesn't count. Throw it out.
I actually kind of think that this does. I don't think that LBR as an organization quite meets the minimum bar for having any kind of ethics.
Not applicable?
Not
Not
applicable.
applicable.
Okay, I'll take that.
That's not good.
Well, we should throw out the question. It's not a fair question.
All right, now. So this next one here is leadership. performance
I'm
factor.
really good at leading.
I think this is for us to answer, not you. You don't really get any feedback on this because it says
All the important people are here.
supervisor only.
Oh, wait, what is that? Only these questions or the whole thing?
We're all equal shareholders in the company. Who's a supervisor?
Yes.
All right, fair enough. Sets clear and attainable expectations.
Oh, okay. So this is like, do we set him clear and attainable expectations?
Oh, so this is your performance review?
Oh, maybe it is. Okay, we don't have to do that then. All right, so let's go back over this then. He got a 5, a 4, a 5, a 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1.
Wow, you really fell off there.
Can someone average that for us? I need a calculator.
I don't know.
All right.
Hold up.
You know what? I will have the results of your performance review. We'll discuss those at the end of the show. How about that?
Fair
I
enough.
feel like the first ones, because they were asked first, should have more weight to them.
No, that's not. That's
not how that
absolutely
works.
not how this works.
No.
So, last week, if you listened to the show last week, we had a very special guest on the program by the name of Eckhard Stier. He's the conductor for Final Symphony. And if you don't know what Final Symphony is, it is a beautiful collection of symphonic Final Fantasy music. You can find albums on iTunes. You can find out more at eckhardstier.com as well as spielemusicconcerte.de. It's usually just easier to throw Final Symphony into a Google search and find it that way. But we held a contest over Twitter and Facebook to give away 2 tickets to go see the San Francisco Symphony perform Final Symphony live at the Davies Symphony Hall. And we've got the... so what we did, we took all... everyone who shared the post that we asked you guys to share, and anyone who retweeted it got entered into a drawing to be able to win the tickets. So we would like to congratulate Sean Blake as our winner. You're going to be receiving 2 tickets to go see Final Symphony in San Francisco at the Davies Symphony Hall, and also see the opening chat from Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of the Final Fantasy video game franchise. Again, that's July 27th at 7:30 p.m. at the Davies Symphony Hall with the San Francisco Symphony. If you would like to buy tickets, you can pick them up at sfsymphony.org, or you can tune in live over to Final Encountercast at 5 p.m. over at twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. We're going to air our interview with Eckhard Stier again, and after that, we're going to give away 2 more tickets live on the air. So make sure that you tune in, twitch.tv/Final Encountercast. We're going to have a challenge for you, and if you can answer our audio challenge, then you will also receive 2 tickets to go see Final Symphony. So congratulations again to our winner, Sean Blake.
That name just screams boy band.
Wasn't he in Game of Thrones?
I don't think
Isn't
so.
he Ned Stark?
That's Sean Bean.
And he died.
You dumb idiot.
Sean
Like
Spoiler!
everything
Dead?
else. Yeah, he dies in everything.
No, not literally
No,
dead.
no, the actor's not. Good lord.
His character just dies in everything.
Including Goldeneye, where they killed him like 3 times.
Except
great.
in Ronin. He didn't die in Ronin, but he got kicked out of the group.
Was he in Ronin?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking that the Keanu Reeves one, 76 Ronin or whatever.
So do we have Juxta's performance review?
Oh, do you want to do it now or at the end of the show?
Oh, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, we'll do it now. All right.
All right.
Juxta, that came to an average of 2.5.
Shit, yeah!
No.
No? What do you mean?
5 is good. 1 is bad.
So I'm average.
No,
3 is average.
Average would be 3.
Yeah, you're below average.
And why would we want someone who's even average to be doing the drops?
All right, well, you know what? I'm going to defer. You and Nero did quite a bit of talking during this whole thing, but Eskalia was oddly quiet. So, Eskalia, I'm going to defer to you, and I'm going to point to the Green Room video last week as evidence. But how difficult is being the engineer, Mr.
It was easy.
Mr. Oh, it's easy?
No, straight up, I actually did get to experience that. Let me tell you, the most frustrating thing on Limit Break Radio as a whole. It's when he says something to which there is a perfect drop, and it is 7 pages to the right, and you're not going to get there in time. It sucks, and I don't want that job.
And it's better.
Keep it.
And it's interesting because in my mind, it's better not to even fire the drop.
Yeah, you just let it go.
Yeah, you just
have
let
to.
it go.
Like if you do it like 4 seconds late, it sounds like crap.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the show,
Juxta.
they say, "Oh, where were you on drops? Why do you hit so many drops?"
Well, at the same time, if you do good drops, they don't say that, because I only did about 5 or 6 drops, and they were pretty happy with
Now,
them.
look, hang on. Here's the thing, is that you actually have it kind of easy in terms of drops. At my old job at the sports radio station that I used to work at, we only had 6 bays, so we could only load 6 cuts at a time, and then we had like 2,500
Oh my God.
cuts that you could search through an index, and if you knew the name, you could find it. If you knew the cart number, you could find it, but you had to actually find it every time you wanted to load it, and then you had to load it into the deck and then be able to fire it on air.
That sounds so horribly inefficient.
It is, though. It was the most inefficient system for drops I've ever seen.
So did drops literally have to be like pre-planned? You couldn't actually do that on the fly.
That's why they had so few drops, is because you really can't do it on the fly. You had to have like a couple of generics like ready to go, and then use like a rotator spot. If you were really good, you could make it sound okay, but there was really, I mean, it was like one of the worst drop systems I've ever seen. And so even our basic, 3x3 grid is better than that.
It's just a 4x3.
4x3.
You know it's bad when Juxta is asking number 6 for help.
You're not wrong.
That is
Skate
the
Guy.
end of your rope.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why you bring up that it's difficult. Like no one said that it's supposed to be easy. The point is that with it being difficult, he did as good as you on his first try.
That's true. I mean, how much better could Eskalia be if he actually had practice and I was able to actually get acquainted with my drop system,
Right.
which admittedly is a bit archaic.
I don't know
but
that I
it
like
works.
where this is going.
People in the chat have said that their subscribers, technically, shouldn't they get a say too?
Oh, geez.
Maybe we could put a vote out, #fire Juxta. Or not.
I don't know. I mean, there wasn't very much vote of confidence, so I wouldn't take it personally, work ethically, if you wanted to go ahead and give Eskalia a trial run. I mean, he did really good the first 2 weeks ago.
What do you think, Eskalia?
Yeah, more work. Swag.
Well, it's not like you really talk during the show anyway,
No, that's
so we
fair.
would be losing anything.
Fair.
We'll see.
See what the chat thinks.
Yeah. Let's put it.
Wow, it's already firing up with Fire Juxta. Well,
There's promote Juxta.
there's a Fuhr Juxta. Is that-
Pure Juxta.
What's Fuhr Juxta? Wait,
No, not Fuhrer Juxta.
Fuhrer
What?
Juxta?
Oh no!
Oh,
Bad.
jeez.
Subposition Reich?
All right. So
We went there.
So by the way, let's see how good Juxtaposition is at his job and make him do work. We're going to take some of your calls.